Padme! Fancy bumping into you out here.
No, Anakin,
Small galaxy, I suppose. I'm afraid you missed the talk I gave to the Neimoidians. They loved it. You should have seen their faces. Actually, thinking about it, probably best you didn't. It may have haunted your nightmares somewhat.
Actually, Anakin, I'm here because, well, Obi-Wan told me terrible things.
Ah, he shared the book reviews he received. Look, critics may argue Master Kenobi's prose is style over substance. If that style were a wampa doing Mon Calamari aquatic ballet.
We both know that particular anonymous critic was Hondo.
And they may say he has all the panache of a bloated Sarlacc corpse being picked over by strike vultures.
And that one was Maul. We both know it doesn't count.
Then there are those who say Master Kenobi has all the storytelling acumen
Anakin, we could stand around for an entire Galactic Standard month talking about the scathing criticisms Master Kenobi's book received.
Look, it wasn't that many.
And that would just be from the first day of his book launch.
Is this about me sneaking aboard your ship to get to Anakin? Because if so...
Anakin, he told me you killed children. You promised you wouldn't do that anymore.
Which instance of child killing was the one that bothered?
The Jedi Temple one.
Which instance of the Jedi Temple child killing was the one that bothered?
I think it was more a general thing.
I suppose Jedi generals were responsible for countless child deaths during the Clone Wars. Even if you discount the clones themselves, we brought many children to the front lines. Feels a little hypocritical that General Kenobi is concerned about that now, all of a sudden, though.
That was the will of the Force, and thus morally good. This is very different.
Especially as children are very fragile. You twirl your lightsaber theatrically once, look around, and notice you've decapitated half your class and...
Anakin, I don't mean to interrupt.
Didn't stop you, though.
But I can't help but feel that, given the curse on Mustafar, we should take this time to leave. The empire Palpatine is building is founded on terror and bloodshed.
Is this about his live broadcasting the execution of the Techno-Union marketing department?
We've all fantasized about wiping out the Techno-Union marketing department.
And indeed, their senior leadership.
Making each of them hold a placard that read, "Don't forget to use the discount code Blessed Silence for 20% off your order," was rather twisting the vibroblade.
The main problem with that was the text was too long and the placards too small. By the time I figured out what it said, the deal had passed.
It's not just that, Anakin. Palpatine has been arranging the deaths of all who have opposed or even mildly annoyed him.
All that stands between Padme and a horrible death is that the delegation of the 2000 is a deleted scene.
There was one senator, Nirok Shin, who, on seeing Palpatine order third helpings for his dessert at the Senate cantina, began calling him Porkins Palpatine as a joke. He even managed to fool Palpatine into legally changing his name. He was found to have drowned.
People drown all the time.
Not usually in their own foot spas.
Especially odd, given he was a Mon Calamari.
Or take the fashion designer Kuel Ithraer, who made his fortune with his lingerie for Huts line. Palpatine never forgave him for the incident where he was tricked into modeling for the lingerie as a viral marketing stunt.
Him and most of the galaxy.
The height of the Flab is Fab commercials were a good time to be a Mira Luca.
Ithraer was crushed because he was trampled to death by a herd of reeks.
Well, of course he was crushed. He was dead. Hardly the occasion for festivities and joviality.
He was on Elysia, and it's well known this time of year is when the infamous running of the reeks happens. If you're not fast enough to escape the herd, injuries or even deaths aren't exactly unheard of.
It's a known hazard, but less so when you're on the 10th floor and in your hotel room. I just have a bad feeling about this. We have a chance now. Let's take it. We could run away together. Raise Ben and Rey to...
I'm still not loving those names. Ben, in particular, is such a stupid name.
You, Anakin. You know that's the cool code name I've always wanted to use undercover.
How about Cade and Jaina?
I don't know. They just don't feel canon to me.
There'll be plenty of time to workshop it. But we should go now, before the curse or Palpatine have time to catch up to us.
That curse can't even affect me.
I want that motherfucker to lose 3 of his limbs and be settled. Bye.
That could mean anything. And as for Palpatine, he couldn't even define what the Gestalt school of thought on the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise is. And this is after he's heard my thesis dozens of times, all while begging.
Oh, of course. Begging to hear the thesis.
Not Exactly, but there was begging. Look, if Palpatine is such a problem, I can overthrow him. He never had more than a rudimentary grasp of the tale anyway. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. We cast Palpatine aside like the Kenobian school of thought.
Hey!
And usher in a golden age of scholarship. Why should a man who barely knows of the most famous short story in the galaxy rule? Why should we permit ignorance to reign? Why should we all be beholden to the lowest common denominator?
I guess because Master Yoda's so powerful and it's hard to wrest the drugs away from him.
It really does sound like you want a dictatorship.
Palpatine was voted in by the very democracy you so champion.
I'm on your side, but he kind of got you with that one, Padme.
Those democratic institutions comprehensively failed to keep him in check. And your response is that we should run away.
Anakin, this conversation is making me rather sad.
Anakin, you must stop your sadness-inducing villainous monologue.
Why should we flee when we could usurp him? If Palpatine wants an empire founded on spilled blood, then I want an empire founded on spilled ink.
I'm choking on my sadness!
Is she okay?
She seems fine. To be frank with you, Anakin,
I guess that's better than being Ben with me.
I think it was the sadness. It caused her to collapse. Either that or some kind of Sith curse that takes advantage of a pre-existing bond has just activated.